This is Arlington and Shannon.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
How are you? Shannon, please explain how you might spread your message of awareness throughout Texas regarding your players and listeners developing culture.
Right. Well, I've already really began to spread awareness. In my hometown, I've already implemented PAL into my high school and into another high school. And as soon as Miss Texas Week is over, I'm going to put it into Arkansas High School and several other high schools and even elementary or middle schools as well. So we're beginning to spread out, and it's very exciting.
When it comes to PAL, the group that you have begun, what national organization or group would you like to most have their endorsement?
Well, we're already beginning to work with the Alzheimer's Association, and they actually had a board meeting, and they discussed us and how we would work together, but we haven't heard back from them yet, but that's the first organization we're trying to work with. So.
How about a celebrity? What celebrity would you like to have endorse your group?
Oh my goodness, all of them. I just think it's such a broad platform. It encompasses children, it encompasses the elderly, and everyone in between, and it can really, everyone can relate to it. So it's one of those platforms that touches everyone in everyone's life.
How did you become involved in the People-to-People World Leadership Forum?
They actually called me. I really didn't. I hadn't heard of it prior to them contacting me, but I think it's through our school counselors actually, and they just told me, oh, we heard you're a good leader and you had those qualities that really we need, and someone who would represent your city well. And
so, what do you think it takes to be a good leader?
I think it's the ability to know that you always don't need to be the leader. That if you're not an expert in whatever, say we're going camping. I don't know how to build tents, never have. Hopefully I will someday. But I know I shouldn't be the leader saying, okay, put this rod up, build a fire over there, because I'm not the best at that. And I believe that if you can listen and know when to step down and let others lead, that makes you a good leader.
Can you tell us more about the National Youth Leadership Forum of Medicine? That sounds so impressive.
It was a wonderful program. They actually, only 10 people from my high school in the past 20 years or so have actually been to this program. And they called my counselor and they contacted me because of good grades and good character. And I went to Boston, Massachusetts, and I got to see live surgeries. I got to be in the room. We got to watch them on a live feed, and we got to ask the doctors questions as they were performing surgeries. And we went to Harvard Med, and that's my dream school. That's where I want to go. So it was just an amazing experience, and I learned so much.
So you received awards and everything from biology to art and music. What would you say is your favorite subject then?
My favorite subject? I'm a math girl. I really like math. There's no exceptions. This is because of this, and there's not some strange law that makes other things bend and twist in ways that shouldn't happen. And I think it's just a very solid subject and something that I can always depend on to say the same.
Shannon, I swim over 1.5 miles every day, and I noticed you were on the swim team. How did you happen to select this particular sport?
I actually my friend got me into it. I was moving from St. James Day School, which is a private school. We didn't have any sports teams there. And my friend was entering the swim team, and she wanted me to go with her. And after some debate, I decided it'd be great exercise and a great way to be with my friends and really have a good, healthy lifestyle.
I noticed on this, you have a perfect grade point average, ranked number 2 out of over 500 students.
Yes.
So you're obviously very bright. Is that genetics, or do you work harder than everybody else? So what causes this to happen?
Well, I try to give my parents some credit, and hopefully it is some genetics in there. But I definitely work hard. I try to study all I can. As you can see, I'm very involved in my community and with extracurricular activities. But school is my #1 priority, absolutely.
Going back to Harvard, have you applied for early admission?
Not yet. This pageant, as you can imagine, has been taking up, it's very involved. But as soon as Miss Texas Week is over, I've already started looking at it, and I'm about to apply.
If you do apply to Harvard and don't get in, do you consider that a failure?
No, it's definitely a learning experience. Because I didn't get into Harvard, it may be the best thing for me. It's an opportunity to go explore other areas.
Where else do you want to go if you don't get in?
I've actually looked at TCU. Excuse me. But I really like the atmosphere, and it's close to home. But I've also looked at Stanford and Princeton and several other Ivy Leagues, and I think it's just a different culture to learn and be in.
In regards to your platform, I want to commend you for recruiting the adult members now in the board of directors.
Yes.
How do you see your role in the future, possibly with that board of directors and with that program?
Okay. Well, after I'm out of high school and out of college, I probably won't be a player, because the whole point of the program is to involve the youngsters of the community and to the not so young of the community. And I just want to be a leader. I want to inspire others to say, yes, I have done this and you can do this as well. And it made me a better person, and it really allowed me to achieve my dreams and goals.
You already have a busy life. How will you balance the job of being Miss Teen Texas?
I imagine it'll be very hard. I'll have to make sacrifices, but this is a job that I really want. It's something that I know I can represent all of you very well and hopefully do well at nationals. And I think it's just a matter of prioritizing.
I'm interested to see your talent tonight because you've studied dance longer than you've played the violin. So how did you choose what of the many talents that you have, which one you would perform tonight or tomorrow?
It was difficult, definitely. As you said, I've been in dance for a very long time, practically all my life. But I just really connect with violin more. I think I can express myself more. Other people have through different areas. They say they can express themselves through dance, and I respect that. But it's violin for me, as you know, in being in the symphony, music is very powerful. It shows your soul practically. You're showing everything you are and giving it to everyone else. And I think it's just a wonderful way to express who you are.
If you were named Miss Teen Texas and before you went to the national pageant, your pageant people recommended that you change your talent to sing or, to dance, would you be willing to change?
I think they would have to work on me really hard, but if it was a dance that I loved, if it's something, for example, I'm not the greatest tapper in the world, but I love classical ballet. And if it was a classical ballet dance and something that I loved, and I loved it even more than I did the violin, then yes. If they thought that was the best thing for me, I would.
I noticed that you put down, you've got quite a few volunteer hours. When did you first start volunteering, and what drove you towards that direction?
The first time I ever had community service experience was when I was 4 years old. Our school went to a nursing home for Halloween, and we got all dressed up, and we were singing and dancing, and we got to know the elderly, and I guess that was what really inspired me to begin. And from then on, I tried to go every weekend or every other weekend, or make some time, definitely several times in the month, to make a difference in my community.
It says you've traveled to Japan. Where was your favorite place you went?
Oh gosh, we went to so many places. We went to all the big cities, Tokyo, Okinawa, and everywhere. And we also went to the countryside. And it's so hard to choose because they're two very different places. The serene mountains and the peaceful lakes and rivers. And then you have the busy, bustling cities. And it was just, I can't, there's no way to choose because it was all so amazing.
Because you visited Japan, who do you think has the upper hand in world culture, America or Japan?
I think America, because we're so diverse. Japan, you typically don't have that much of a variety of people there, but America has Japanese, they have Hispanics, they have everyone from everywhere imaginable, and I think we just offer a greater variety of people.
Well, Shannon, thank you very much. We've enjoyed speaking with you.
Thank you. Thank you all so much, and I will see you soon.
Okay.